you're new here, my name's Leanne. I do food, fitness, lifestyle content. If you're not new here, thank you for coming back. Today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day, and I'm just about to make my oats, so I thought I'd start the video now. Do just want to preface, I have got a massive mountain on my face, but it is what it is. I think I've basically been eating too much sugar, so if you notice I'm not eating like loads of chocolate, that's why. Do just obviously want to preface, this is one day of eating. I eat different like every day, you know, like for example earlier in the week I've had a whole pack of mini eggs and a whole pack of Pepsi Pigs. Probably won't do that today because I'm now feeling the effects from my skin, but I just want to preface that this is just one individual day, but most weekdays this is my breakfast, as you will know from my last video where I showed you how to make them. So go to that video if you want to know how to make them, because there is no point repeating myself like one video after another. But I just use gluten-free oats, free salt, chocolate protein powder, and then just some soy milk and top with banana. Yeah, let's make the oats. And there we have the finished oats. Absolutely delish, and a perfect way to get protein in your diet, especially if you're a vegetarian. And the free cell protein is pretty good because it's vegan, it's like made with women in mind. It's just a kind of protein powder that I'm like, you know what, having that in the morning I don't think would be like bad for me in terms of like my health. I think it will actually benefit me with all the stuff they put in it. So yeah, I'm gonna go and eat this and I'll catch up with you when I next eat something. Hello, Cleo. I'm just making a coffee, so I thought I would, this camera angle. I'm just making a coffee. I use like just cafetiere and my little milk frother. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get my vanilla drops. And I also did have like a couple grapes. I'm a bit of like a grazer, and I've chosen to start buying more fruit because I just want things to eat. So if I've got like things that are better for me to eat, then that's good. And I want to speak about at some point in this video like about how I've developed a healthy, or like improved my relationship with food. I don't know if I've really spoken about it online, but I have quite, me smiling is out of awkwardness by the way, it's not like I have quite a difficult relationship, like history with food. I feel like, I don't know, anyone like my age, here is my coffee by the way, and I use my protein vanilla drops. But yeah, I feel like anyone my kind of age, I'm 26, we've all kind of, and I did see Rihanna Chris speak about this, but slightly from a different perspective, but we all kind of grew up in that similar culture where there was like Tumblr, and like if you were there around that time of Tumblr where there was just like not good posts to see for like a teenage girl, then you know. But yeah, I've grown up like the first time I remember being insecure about my body, I was in about year 5 maybe, and it basically stuck. It stuck until, oh, I don't even know, maybe 2021 if I think about it. But then I kind of went back into bad eating habits, my thyroid, because I was just being a bit restrictive. Trigger warning, by the way, if you struggle with anything like this, please click forward. I will put a stamp here. I don't want you to like be triggered by this in any way, so I'll put a time here when I stop speaking about this. Yeah, with my thyroid, I kind of got back into that restrictive pattern because I couldn't figure out why I was gaining loads of weight. But yeah, I just have a really complicated history with food. I wouldn't say I had an eating disorder. I guess maybe I did, but I wouldn't say I had that. But if I did have one, I'd say it like veered on just general restriction. I mean, at one point kind of like a bit similar to orthorexia. This was like in uni, actually. Sure, my housemates will know, like looking back, even going into uni, I did have this. But in like second year when I first got into the gym, it was very, I was obsessed with being healthy. Even though I was still drinking and smoking, like make that make sense, but I was obsessed with it, and I'd view everything as a calorie, and I do feel bad for my housemates for certain comments I'd make, like, this was in first year, so it was before this whole thing, but I'm like, oh no, I'm not having that, it's a waste of calories. Like, it was so embedded in my brain. It's quite difficult to explain. And then I'd go through like binge cycles, but again, I don't have it diagnosed. I block my memories out anyway, so I don't remember it to full degree, but like I'd go through these stages of restricting massively, then eating a lot, and then restricting. And like looking back at times, I'm like, that was kind of binge eating, but I don't like to put a label on it just because it's not medically confirmed, and I forget half the things I did. I was literally looking through a hard drive the other day, and it was focused on my food, and I was like, I don't remember that, or what that's restrictive, like what I was eating. So yeah, I have kind of got to a point now, I think I'm at the best point I've ever been with terms to my relationship with food. I think exercise and building a healthy relationship with exercise really helped with that, and I think my thyroid in turn after the restrictive bits did help, because I realised, like, you have one life, you have one body, you can only get it right once, you know? Like, if you restrict or do anything like damaging to your body for a period of time, that could affect the rest of your life. If you're depriving your body of nutrients, that could affect you, you know? Like, it's the long-term effects. I'm like, I don't want to get to old age and have all these issues due to the way I was with food, and I don't want to miss out on things due to like my body. And don't get me wrong, I still have bad days. I still have thoughts like, oh, I shouldn't eat that, or like not liking the way I look. But no, like, not liking the way you look sometimes is normal. Like, you're not gonna love the way you look every time, and my biggest tip is to not look at mirrors. If I'm ever having like a bad body image day, instead of staring at a mirror picking myself apart, I will run. I will run from that mirror and not look back. Like, I feel like this body acceptance kind of stuff works sometimes, but sometimes you need to just not pay too much attention to it. Like, rather than looking at it, be like, yeah, like, I need to love my body, but like, I don't like my body at this one moment in time. So at this moment in time, I am going to in turn not give attention to it, because you will focus in on things that like you wouldn't have even realised before. I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, I just view food as fuel now, and I think, like, you know, if I'm going on a run, if I've not fueled myself, then I'm damaging my body, and my run might not be good, and I'll be fatigued, and I mean, struggle with fatigue as it is. Don't want to, you know, make it worse. And yeah, I don't know, just focusing on, have I got carbs, have I got proteins? Fats I'm probably not that great at, but I'm sure they work their way into my diet somehow. And just like whole foods, like I've tried to be like eat more like tofu, and I've definitely tried to up the protein as well, like, but not too much, because then before I'd be like, right, I need to have this amount of protein. It's like, it's really not that deep. I can't remember what the calculation is. Is it 0.6 times your body weight in kg is what you should have a day, something like that, or 1. I think it's like 0.4 to 1, something like that. But I think like you don't need to aim for like ridiculous amounts of protein a day. You just need to aim for enough, and you need to make sure that you're energized. And if I'm honest, I probably could still improve my diet, but I don't want to be constantly like, I need to do this, I need to do this. It's like this week I've put that I'm eating this. If the next week I reflect and be like, oh, I don't know if that was fueling me right, I can change it. I hope that wasn't just like a massive ramble, but yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that even though I'm doing these what I eat in a days, and I might appear that I'm fine with food, there's a history behind me getting to this point, and it wasn't a pleasant one. I hated my body throughout all of school. I was always like the slightly bigger one. I was never big, but I was always the bigger friend, if that makes sense. And one guy called me fat in school. That stuck in my head. He probably didn't even realise he did it. And like seeing other people restrict, to be like, oh, that's how I should do it. It's like, you know what? No, because if they want to really restrict and deprive their body of all this stuff, they won't live a long life. And I know this is like savage to say, but they won't. If someone is not fueling their body to a point that they're maybe getting vitamin deficiencies or something like osteoporosis, you know, like they could get a lot of diseases. Their body can give up on them due to them eating so little. So don't compare what you're eating to them, because in the long run it won't work out well for them. It will not, I promise you. And whilst you're there fueling yourself, just know, like, this is what my body needs. Like, scientifically, my body needs X amount to survive and X amount for exercise. Like, and yeah, I view it in quite a life or death way now. That might not work for everyone, but I view it very much as we're all gonna die one day. We've all got one life. I want to fuel my body so it's getting the right nutrients so I live a long life. Like, that's it really. And with my health issues, with my thyroid, I'm like, that shows me that your health can go to pot. Is it pot? Is that the word? In a blink of an eye. And obviously it wasn't like a really serious thing that happened. It's still serious, but you know what I mean? There's other illnesses that could proper be life-changing. This is, I don't know how to explain, you know what I mean though, things like getting cancer, like that's a bit different. But this health situation made me realise, I was like, your body is a very sensitive thing, and I don't think we quite realise, you know, just how much we need to take care of it, because we were all brought up in a culture that glorified slimmer builds and eating less, when in reality it's just, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. If you went to a nutritionist with like a slim person who, I'm not saying by the way if you're slim you eat nothing, I'm just saying as an example, a slim person who ate nothing, whereas you who ate a normal amount, I'm sure your blood work would probably come up better, or things like your resting heart rate would be better, you know. So yeah, excuse my ramble, but I wanted to just speak about that in this video, that just, yeah, it hasn't always been this way. I've not always had a healthy relationship with food, but bit by bit I've built quite a healthy relationship with food now. It's still like an ongoing journey. It's never going to be like perfect. I kind of need to get to the point now where I want to research more. I want to find out what's good for my hormones, what's good with thyroid, and yeah, I want to learn more about it. I think the more education the better, the more you know, because when you're restricting yourself you're coming from an uneducated point of view. So I feel like if you actually educate yourself on why you should have a balanced diet, then you understand the importance of it a bit more. Anyway, that was a really blimmin' long ramble. I'm sorry if it didn't make sense, but I just wanted to speak about it in this video because I know I probably like do what I eat in a day's a bit, and I don't think I've ever really spoken about my history with food. But yeah, I'm gonna go drink this and see you when I next have something. Hello, it is now lunchtime and I'm taking my lunch a lot later than planned because I was on a call, but it's fine. But I'm just actually just making a sausage sandwich. So I've got Warburton's gluten-free white bread, and then 2 Linda McCartney rosemary and red onion sausages. Very, very basic lunch. I think I'm just gonna like have the sandwich, and then if I fancy anything after, I'll have it. Yeah, very, very basic lunch. I don't actually really ever have this lunch. I can't remember why I chose to speak, but I have. I need to be really careful of the white top. That is the finished product. Yeah, I never usually have, I usually make sure I have some sort of like veg, but I don't know why I plan my meals this week like this, but I have. Here is my very basic lunch. I haven't snacked at all. It's because I was on a call that lasted like longer than I thought, because I thought I was going to take my lunch earlier. Yeah, I do usually have a snack by now. I like graze a bit on the grapes. I probably had like, I don't know, maybe 8 grapes today or something like that. But whenever I don't snack in the day, it's like I end up snacking so much more in the evening. So I'm sure I'm going to end up snacking a lot this evening because it's not been gradual. I am indeed still a bit peckish, so just picked up a bag of crisps. Gotta scoff these down and then go on a little bit of a walk. Finished work, and to no surprise, I am starving. So it's jacket potato for dinner today. So the trick for a quick jacket potato, because no way am I putting it in the oven for like what, an hour I think people do, is you put it in the microwave to like, I'd say like 6 to 8 minutes depending on how big the potato is. And then if you've got an air fryer, if not, I'm guessing it would work in the oven. You just put it in the air fryer for like 8 minutes and Bob's your uncle, like done. What an easy dinner, honestly. We'll do 8 minutes. Again, just depends on the size of the potato. But yeah, I'm actually really hungry. The usual like lunch I'd have would have been a bit bigger than the one I had today. So I feel like I'm more hungry than I'd usually be. Gotta get my YouTube up because I am I'm a little iPad kid, you know. Who can I watch? Oh, Tia Zanetti, I'd really recommend her. She's very relatable videos, you know.
I'm gonna go.
Right.
I can't do it anymore.
Here we go.
Gotta go on my own.
I'm going to have a little chocolate bar whilst watching our Kardashians. So, what a perfect Thursday evening, eh? I feel like you always witness me on a Thursday, watch the Kardashians with a snack, but guilty pleasures, you know, you just can't help them. So, I am about to wind down for the evening, or wind down being cleansing my face, and I thought I would end this video here because that is all I'm eating for the day. Yeah, again, this is just one day in the life, you know, not every day's like this, but hope you enjoyed. There wasn't that much recipe info, I'm aware of that. I usually like to give recipe info, so I will try and remember to do that in the future for these, but you know, I think I had around 90 grams of protein today, so maybe it's a good example of like how to get your protein in. Protein notes, always the way. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching if you got to the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.